All right. So I want to take a tour of the syllabus. So you'll click on the syllabus and fall 2021 the section. So basic contact information. For you all, I just put office hours by appointment. Pretty much, you let me know if you want to meet. We can meet through Google Meet. If you want to do that, we can just handle things through email. Um, we can do phone calls, although I think in the end, Google Meet, if we're going to go that way, Google Meets may be better. And of course, email works for a lot of answers. Okay, course information. You get the description, and you get all the um, things like required text. Well, we have none. Objectives and outcomes. Now, what you really care about is how you're graded. So we just have three aspects to each module: discussions, quizzes, and projects. Actually, more in order, it tends to be discussions, projects, and quizzes. Um, 15% for discussions, 25% for quizzes, 60% for projects. Here it talks a little bit about each of those, and uh, so discussions every week or every module. The big thing there is when you go to a discussion, so if I go to the discussion board here and I go down to this first discussion here, you'll see it more at the top because you won't see the others. You'll read the discussion. Here's the description. I want you to investigate and report on one of the following topics. Give an example when time would be an appropriate measure of how far apart things are, and so forth. Or you might give an example of when Euclidean distance would be an appropriate measure for how far apart things are. But they're just four different cases of giving examples. So I'd like you to come up with examples. You can go to the web, search those, and talk about that, and give links to pages, that kind of thing. The big thing is on the discussions, around 250 words. If it's 205 words, that'll probably be fine. If it's 298 words, that'll probably be fine. If it's 150 words, no, you'll start getting graded down. If it is 400 words, you will start getting graded down. What are you graded on? Its length being near the 250 words. Is it relevant to the prompt? Did you actually try to answer one of these prompts? If you didn't, well, that's a problem. Uniqueness of contribution. Well, if two of you took this first one, give an example of when time would be an appropriate measure. Well, one of the things you want to do is look at other people's responses before you type yours. If you're going to type the same thing somebody else did, well, I'm not impressed anymore, because you had a chance to see, whoever put it up first, you had a chance to see what they had. Don't just write what they had. Now, it could be the same example, but you want to make yours unique. Find something unique about it. Now, that's part of the reason I limited it to 250 words, so that two people who have the same idea to start with wouldn't have to quite say the same thing, because for any of these things, any given example, there are probably way more than 250 words needed to truly do it fully. So try to be unique. And then the quality and proper referencing. So if you talk about something that you found on the web, well, give us the link. Reference it properly, and all that. And so you can get up to, the way I do these is I just do 10 and 5 points. 10 points for that initial post, which is due on Thursday. Then, to make sure you are reading people's posts and so forth, I ask you to read read them and reply, make at least 2 replies, and you'll get 5 points for those. And typically it's 1 reply will get you 3 points, 2 reply will get you 2 more, and that'll give you the 5 points. The replies don't have to be anything extremely deep, but you could ask them a question relevant to what they wrote, add something to what they wrote, or add a new link for further information. Something like that. It doesn't have to be a lot, but it needs to be more than just, wow, I really liked your post. No, that doesn't really tell me anything. I don't even know if you read it, right? So this is helping me see that you read what other people wrote. Okay, so that's the idea there, and it is the 2 replies are due by Sunday. Relatively easy points, really, both. Typically, the discussion and the replies, relatively easy points. Don't lose those points. Okay, so that's discussions. Then quizzes. Let me come back up here to module 1. So the quiz is probably the last thing you'll do, and every time it's at the end of the module page here. And yeah, you'll just click on it. You'll click the link that you get here. You don't have it right now in this image, but you'll click that link, and actually though, I bet, now this is an old link, old quiz, but I'm guessing this will still work. I haven't tried it. Okay, so here were some extra resources I put in this old one. But yeah, here's a link. And so I don't know why things are so slow right now, but they are. But you go, and these are people who took this course at another time. And you would just like click there, put your L number in here, and submit, and that will take you to a quiz. And you'll do an attempt 1, you'll get an answer to that, and then you'll go to attempt 2. You can do them right close together, one right after another, or you might do the first attempt a little earlier, then go back and look at things for a while, and then do the second attempt. And you can keep the results of the first attempt up on your browser while you go back and do the second attempt. I mean, that's fine. This is a learning experience for you. So that's the quizzes, and then finally the project. We'll always have a project description, and typically that'll be the first thing you see on this first project. You've got an introduction, but first thing you'll probably see is the project description. You'll click on that. They are relatively long, but given they constitute 60% of the course, they should be long. And so you want to get started on them right away. You want to look at the instructional content first, but then get on these. But there's no reason why you can't open these up and kind of look at what's there, and then look at the instructional content, and then go back and forth. And so you'll do that, and once you've completed that, you'll write it up, and then you'll upload it here at the upload. And all you'll have to do is create a single document and then upload that document. You won't have to type anything in here. You just need to upload the document you made outside of Blackboard. So let's see. And usually with the project, there are some other things that go with it. And this first project, lots and lots of help there to help you get through it and write it up correctly. So back to the syllabus. So those are the key parts. These are the pieces. and then 90 to 100 you'll get an A. But 80 to you get an 80, that's a B, and then somewhere in there between as far as percentages, you get B pluses and A minuses and so forth, and a 70 is a C, a 60 is a D, and all that. And here's the tentatively what we're going to do in order. Important dates, and then the policies, the general policies of the college are in a different file. And let me go back to syllabus here, and they're in this file here. And there you go, 21, 22 syllabus statements. So that's the syllabus. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to let me know. Email me is the easiest way. And good luck. I hope all goes well.